As a child, there's nothing that you look forward to more than the holiday season. But 1 week away from Thanksgiving and a month away from Christmas, these 4 children will be without the person that would do almost anything to make them smile, their mother. And it's unfortunate that I had to say almost anything, because the one thing that she couldn't seem to do was leave this self-proclaimed toxic relationship behind. But check me out, let's not victim blame though. This is a cautionary tale for victim prevention. So let's get into it. Here is Corneisha Butler, and hugging her is Shakia Perkins, aka SRT Kayla. This video right here is from Valentine's Day of this year, and in the caption, SRT Kayla says, "Happy Valentine's Day to my sweet and sour ass wife. Us against the world, remember that. 6 years of toxic love. I wouldn't do it with nobody else but you, my love." And in response, you see Nisha saying this right here, the toxics. "I love you, ready for our day." And Kayla responds, "I bet." Now me myself was just learning about this situation today. Seeing this makes me sick to my stomach. So I could only imagine how everyone who knew the history of this couple felt when they seen this post. And I'm sure that you would be confused too. Let me break it down for you. This past Valentine's Day, this couple said that they were together for 6 years, but that 6 years was on and off. But a little bit more about these people. Both of them come from Memphis, Tennessee. For Corneisha, for sure, she's from Orange Mound. And a couple of years ago, they moved down to Atlanta, where Corneisha had some big dreams. Corneisha was an entrepreneur and a hustler. She got her money, so she had some nice little cars and stuff like that. Had her Benz and a Jeep. She loved pink, so she had them things painted pink. I'm not sure what Kayla was into, but she got her challenger, SRT Kayla, that's the name, so hey. Now it seems like over time, things went sour in their relationship. Now last year, September 13, 2021, at 5:50 a.m., during a conversation with her friend, Corneisha says, "Fool, Shakai just tried to run me off the road." Obviously, she missed the word, so the friend didn't understand completely. He says, "What you mean? She tried to hurt herself? Or she tried to run you off the road? She's here?" Chick, yes, she hit my car both ways. Chick, I told you stop ducking with that crazy A girl. Is your dude friend here? Fool, I haven't been messing with her, and no, he's not. So then she sends her friend a picture of her car. You see a side swipe from SRT Kayla hitting the whip right there. And from that point, things got even more intense. A couple of weeks later, on September 25th, Kayla went to that girl Corneisha's crib and burnt down both the pink Mercedes and the pink Jeep. The officer responded and seen the fire, even went and got onto the house. The officers asked Corneisha who did this, who you think did this. She suspected her crazy ex-girlfriend, SRT Kayla. And the neighbors had Ring cameras, and they even seen Kayla's SRT Challenger approaching the driveway right before the fire went off. Also, Corneisha's cousin that was coming over seeing Kayla's Challenger leaving the neighborhood. Right here, you can see the damages to the vehicles, man, and the house. This is some crazy shit. And the whole time, Kayla sent some messages to Corneisha talking cash money trash. But these words and these messages are so crazy. They're so crazy. Check me out. Now, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It seems like Corneisha deleted some of her responses because it don't make sense in sequence. But let me just read through it. So it starts off with her saying, "Okay, pay your insurance." Ask her then, "Okay, you worried about it, not me. LOL, okay, keep talking. Yep, my mind made up. LOL, you'll be dead soon. So keep talking. That's what I want you to do. I'm going for 1st degree, not 2nd. And I stamped that. LOL, yup. It's all fun and jokes until you scared for your life, huh? And show the police these messages." It took them until October 4th, but they finally arrested Shakia. They got her for grand larceny, aggravated assault, criminal damage to property, and terroristic threats. But she was released on October 12th. And from that point, not much was heard about this couple. Now that brings me to the beginning of the video, where the next thing I could find about this couple was them being together the very next Valentine's Day. What the hell? And once again, you see Corneisha giving them a couple named the Toxics. That's crazy, man. But looks like everything was all cool and some months passed by, until last week when things got a little interesting. So Corneisha posted this picture with her son as they're getting ready to go on a flight. And she was said to be going on a trip with Kayla to Philadelphia as Kayla got her teeth done. And this story was confirmed by close friends as well. I will show y'all more about that a little later. But then some days passed, and then a swarm of Corneisha's friends ran to her Facebook page to see if she was okay. So many alarming messages on her wall, hoping that she would just respond and comment to let them know that she's still here. But unfortunately, she wasn't anymore. So based on what's corroborated by friends and family, Corneisha's life was taken away in front of her son. The same son that was with her as she went on a trip with Kayla to Philly, her life was taken away in front of her son. And based on the friends and family, they didn't have to look far into wondering who did this to Corneisha. They already knew. You could see, as I spoke about earlier, they said Kayla was just in Philly getting her teeth done. And I know they both was there. Kayla's supposed to have been stayed locked up though. This shit just lost me because she did that low down shit. Many people were saying, Kayla, how could you be so selfish? What about those children? What about them children? And then another friend, as they're saying the signs were there, this friend saying, man, Stank used to joke around and say that this was gonna happen, man. What the fuck? So Corneisha knew that this was a possibility, but I don't think she took it seriously. Now, it didn't take too long for them to arrest Kayla. November 16th, she was taken down and charged with murder, possession of a firearm or knife during commission of or attempt to commit certain felonies, and cruelty to children, 3rd degree. You took this woman away from her children in front of her son. And here's the big point right here. This son lost his father recently. I'm not sure if it was due to gun violence, but his son lost his father and then was there to witness his mother be lost. Now it's rumored that the reason why this whole thing happened is that Corneisha wanted to move on once again, and Kayla definitely did not want this happening this time. I guess it was the last straw. But what's crazy to me is that, look at this. This person on Twitter said that her and Shorty had a bond for 6 years, and the stud deleted her 1 or 2 days ago after texting her those messages. The same stud that was in my inbox trying to smash me last month. And lo and behold, here goes SRT Kayla messaging the lady, says, I don't even do this type of ish, but I see you out in the city and I see you like studs. I wanted to see what that's like, not gonna lie. I got you on Twitter too, 100. So this person out here, SRT Kayla, want to go ahead and do her own thing, move along and mess with other chicks, smash other chicks and everything too. But let Corneisha want to move on with her life from this toxic relationship that's life-threatening. And then you decide to go ahead and confirm that and take her life away for doing something that you were doing too. This is crazy. This is controlling to the umpteenth degree. This is some shit that we got to find out some type of way to avoid these type of people. So that's why I got to use my platform to share all the signs to know what's out there to avoid. I know a lot of times some people don't understand and they want to blame just men for domestic violence situations. We just have a problem with violence in our community, period. It doesn't matter if men are involved or not. Matter of fact, the DV rates are higher with lesbian couples. I skipped over this point because it wasn't even relevant, because Corneisha did have a restraining order on Kayla. Over time, the restraining order didn't even matter because she rekindled the relationship with Kayla herself. You see that this says September 30th, 2021. And the next year, Valentine's Day, they was back together. Take care of yourself. You see the signs of someone being extra abusive. I know it's easier said than done for a lot of people, but all I could do is be another voice in your ear telling you to leave. That's all I could do. And I'm gonna tell you this, start your healing process sooner than later. The quicker you will be able to get over it in comparison to you starting later. Start your healing process. Make better decisions. And if you are not going to make the better decisions for yourself, then think about your loved ones and make that decision for them. Rest in peace to Corneisha Butler. I'm out.